Finally, yes, Inec has decided to respond to the pressure, to the calls for the cancellation of the past presidential election that took place in Nigeria. Well, we all know what happened. Bola Ahmed Tinubu was declared the winner, and PDP, Atiku Abubakar, came second, and Labour Party came third. The rest of the party are nowhere to be found. Kwankwa saw what he got is so minute compared to the rest of the three. But with all of this, there are talks and there are a lot of people claiming that the election was rigged. Now, there are people saying that election was not even carried out, that nothing happened. Why? That is because the promise of Inec did not happen. They did not fulfill their promise. The promise is that votes will be electronically transmitted from the polling unit. But that is not what happened. In fact, according to them, they said that Inec mysteriously came up with votes. They came up with numbers mysteriously. They said, how is it possible if Inec did not get the data as it's supposed to be on their server? How did you not come up with who won and who did not win? Now, on the other hand, we also heard some inner, caucus from Inec claiming that their server was brutally attacked 167 times. Brute force to break into their server. And some mysterious videos started coming out. And one of this is that of Peter Obi in the midst of some Nigerians in diaspora in Canada, telling Peter Obi clearly, categorically, without mincing words, straightforward, that they will help him in dealing with INEC database should there be a need for it. And Peter Obi didn't say any word. He was prancing back and forth. Probably what he said was not recorded, but what we know is what we know. Now, that does not mean that Peter Obi agreed or assented to it, but from what we heard, he said the server was brutally attacked, hoping that they could, find a way somehow to twist, turn, manipulate the election. And that is what created the lack of or stopping of transfer of data. Now, Independent National Electoral Commission chairman has asked political parties not satisfied with the outcome of the February 25th presidential election to seek redress. Now, seeking redress can come in different forms. Protest, going to the court, or going to war. It depends on what you choose. INEC declared Bola Ahmed Tinubu of the All Progressive Congress as the winner of the just concluded presidential election. We all know that. Now, according to INEC chairman, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, he said APC clearly polled 8,794,726 to defeat Atiku, PDP 8,698,520, and Peter Obi, Labour Party 6,101,533 votes. Now, people said, no, this is not correct. This is not true. This election must be cancelled. There must be another election. And, it's strenuous. This election is strenuous. A lot of people were at hedge and they wanted to turn the tides around. But we cannot speak for everybody because at least we know that there are people who voted for APC. And we also know that there are people who voted for PDP. They believe in PDP. And there are people who voted for Labour Party, Peter Obi. They said Peter Obi does not have structure. They said he doesn't have the, ability. They said he does not have that extra to win the election. But we saw what happened. Massive turnout. In the southeast of Nigeria, it is clear that Peter Obi won massively. In the southeast of Nigeria, Peter Obi won massively. In the southwest of Nigeria, Peter Obi tried, but he didn't get it all. Tinubu won. In the north of Nigeria, we saw Tinubu, APC, and PDP. They did a lot of, damage to each other in that part. Peter Obi did not get too much of the votes. He got, don't get me wrong, he didn't get too much of the votes in the north of Nigeria. Now, having said this, Atiku himself said it is impossible for Peter Obi to win this election. Of course, we know the internal issues in PDP, and he said that we know the formula. Peter Obi could never have gotten the votes in the north of Nigeria, and that is something that I talked about initially. I said Peter Obi needs to work more in the north of Nigeria. The southeast will definitely vote for him. Of course, we know tribe has a lot to play, and there are a lot of youth who are worried. Also, youth are part of the people who voted for Peter Obi. They wanted him to come in and bring about a change. Now, the north of Nigeria is a place that is difficult to break in. They are very tribalistic, and not just that alone. The vice president could not have done more than he did in the north of Nigeria to convince them. We saw several videos of ballot papers being printed. We saw a lot of things playing out, and we saw in the southwest of Nigeria where certain individuals were mocked or shouted at, cursed at. They were told, this is APC, you cannot vote for any other party here. If you want to vote for any other party, get the hell out. And we saw this also happening in the southeast of Nigeria, where a man was ridiculed, he was pushed out, he was, he was cursed out. They told him to get out if he's not voting for Labour Party. That is a betrayal. And the man is like, no, I want to vote for APC. Well, how dare you? You see, we still need to grow. We still need to grow. Whoever wants to vote for whoever can vote for whoever. But as it is right now, these three parties have rejected the results of the election, and that is PDP, LP, and NPP. They have rejected it, and they have demanded for a cancellation of the elections. Now, who is going to foot the bill? And did this so-called Inec, did they really conduct this election with that billions of naira? Like, seriously? Well, not just that alone. They have also demanded for the resignation, disgrace, in fact, locking up, imprisonment of the chairman of the electoral body. Yes, they want him locked up. And not just that alone, they are pushing extra. PDP and Labour Party, they have also gone to the court to contest the declaration of the All Progressive Congress APC flag bearer Bola Tinubu as president-elect. Bola Tinubu is getting ready. He has moved to Abuja already. He is not even waiting. He doesn't want anything to happen behind the scene. He has moved to Abuja, believing that that part of Nigeria is more safe. He has moved in there. He is already planning and making moves on how to kickstart his presidency once he gets in there. Interior decorator, cleaning, spiritually, physically, everything. I'm not joking. Bola Tinubu is ready to move in right now. He's securing himself, taking care of his health, making sure that all dots are dotted, everything, all T's are, crossed. Is making sure that nothing will play out to, create some kind of a military takeover. He knows that there are certain people like the former military head of state, Obasanjo. He knows that that man is ready to disgrace him, and he is ready to fight too. So, the aggrieved parties definitely have a right to ventilate their grievances at the Election Petition Tribunal if they are dissatisfied with the outcome of any election. So far, let them go to the court. This is what Inec is telling anybody that says he or she is not going to accept this result. We heard about the IRF portal not working before, but they said IRF portal is working. That it only suffered glitches during the presidential and National Assembly elections. Well, what I thought about this one, these technical glitches that they claim happened, let us meet at the comment section. Don't forget to like and share this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. See you in the next one.